This week's training tip is going to be about how you can prepare and manage your expectations around our retests in particular, but also our tests at the beginning of training cycles as well. So over the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to notice there's quite a few tests spread out. Some of these are retests from our current training cycle, and some are pre-tests that we're going to then work on throughout the upcoming cycle, which starts basically at the start of November. So something I want everyone to be really clear on is that in a perfect world, we're going to do our tests, follow the training program, retest, and see some sort of improvement. It might be small, might be moderate, and then maybe more significant than that. But do understand that there's no guarantee that you're going to improve. There's many factors that we need to take into consideration. But what you can control is that you've got a positive mindset, you come in and you try and apply yourself. One of the best ways of giving yourself a good opportunity on improving a retest outside of training really consistently, hopefully hitting most of the days where we're training for these retests, but ultimately, the things you can do session to session, day in, day out, is set little targets. For today's workout that we have in the gym, which is the clean and jerk Cindy, we want to identify areas that, based on how we performed it the first time, where we think we can improve. Now, it's largely going to be around the clean and jerks and how efficiently you can cycle through those reps and manage yourself early so that when you get deeper into the workout, you don't really drop off and slow down. For some, there'll be like elements of the push-ups and the transitions with the Cindy rounds too. But it is important that you don't sort of just assume that you're going to get better. You need to try and focus on some tangible things that you can control and do your best to apply them. Now, worst case scenario, you come in, you get an equal result, or maybe it drops off a little bit. And then we want to consider things like, what's your sleep been like? What's your nutrition? What's stress been like outside of the gym? Have you been training consistently? Have you had breaks? There's all these sort of variables that can contribute to fluctuations that we're naturally going to have day to day and week to week within our training. So try and stay positive regardless of the result that you get. Focus on the things that you can control in the gym at the time, and then look at the overall picture and not just one example. We do test a broad range of things, and I think that anyone who has had some decent consistency in their training overall can expect to see some good improvements, but not necessarily across the board. So keep that in mind. Let's hit these tests with good intent, do your best, and let's hope that we're all going to get some really good positive results overall.